Okay, I've been up for over 24 hours. This should be interesting. Welcome to Q&A 36. This is where you ask anything down below and I answer it for you. And one of the questions I usually get is, John, how do I pick up chicks? You're asking a guy in a Batman shirt that he wears almost every other video how to pick up chicks. Anyway, here's the most solid piece of advice I can give to you right here.
You should always jerk off before you're hanging out with a girl that you like. It accomplishes 3 things. 1, you'll be less aggressive, less desperate, more mellow, and more fun to hang out with. 2, your brain won't be clouded with jizz, and you won't just be thinking these sex thoughts that'll just try to get her laid. No.
I don't know what that was. That was a popping sound. Anyway, that chick's name's Alara. She gives you dating advice. She breaks it down. She gets a little bit dirty and raw with you. That wasn't the way I wanted to describe it. Anyway, yeah, so if you guys want to increase your chances, which I don't guarantee, but, you know, click the annotation right there. Subscribe to that channel. It's called, guess what it's called? Soiled Britches. Hey Marky Mark, what's the furthest you've gone to see a movie? You know what, I've driven probably like 3 hours to see a movie before, and it was The Dark Knight Rises, but let me tell you the most frustrating experience I've ever had going to see a movie. When I went to go see Iron Man just a couple weeks ago, I recorded a video when I was going to buy the tickets and everything. So I go to buy the tickets. I'm trying to get my phone. I have an app on my phone to buy tickets. It wouldn't work. So then I got kind of pissed off because my phone always lags up and doesn't work. So I kind of just tossed it. It hit the windshield of my car, my Ford Contour, and it cracked the windshield, okay? So now I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, that fucking sucks. And then I punched the other side of the windshield. There's 2 cracks in my windshield right now. All right, and then I buy the tickets, and then I go to Walmart to buy some candy and stuff. And then when I was in Walmart, I realized that I was like, I locked my keys in my car. But I had a spare key underneath my car. So if you guys ever come across my red Ford Contour, please don't look under the car for the extra key. But here's the issue that I had. I was trying to find the spare key that I hid like a year ago under there with like a magnet, and it was way up underneath all the stuff, like on top of the exhaust and all. I forgot where I put it. So I was underneath a Walmart parking lot as cars go by. I'm underneath my car. People just see my legs kicking. I'm under there for 35 minutes trying to find this damn thing. My arms like covered in rust and dirt and grime and blood from the Walmart parking lot. And then after like 30 minutes of searching, I finally find it. I almost screamed victory in the parking lot as my hand's bleeding and got in my car and drove away. All that for I'm sorry, did I say Iron Man 2 or 3 in the beginning of this video? Iron Man 3 is the movie I was seeing. I'm feeling a little dry. I have been up for over 24 hours right now. We're going to talk, we got a lot of channel updates and stuff I'm going to talk about besides the questions, but we are going to get to most of the questions. You know what, let's do something new. Let's do something new. Come here, guys. You guys are in the palm of my hand. And okay. I need something to drink, I'm sorry. You know what, let's back up real quick. Let's back up. What's the next question? John, will you be making any Flick Trip videos anytime soon? I miss them so much. We'll answer that as we go down to get some cranberry juice. Cranberry apple, to be exact. Alright, so Flick Trip videos. Here's the thing. My old Flick Trip videos were usually me driving around town, trying to find movies, good deals, stuff like that. Talking about movies. And I may start doing those more often, but here's the thing. The whole point of the Flick Trip videos was to look for movies, and the thing is, nowadays I own almost every movie I like. All right, we're back in the room here. Let me set you back here, right where you belong, right there, safe and secure. All right, never trust a man wearing a Batman shirt that hasn't slept in over a day. Take a drink of my cranberry juice here. Do you have any funny life stories you want to share? Okay, here's one for you. This is a weird one, very weird. I had, back in high school, I hung out with a whole bunch of kids, and what we do is we ditch class. We had like a newspaper class, and we'd be like, nah, fuck this. We just get in our car and drive to the mall. And I had a friend who always shoplifted, but he always like took the most stupid, dumb shit, right? So we're at this novelty store in the mall called Spencer's. We come out of the store, and he's like, guess what, guys? And like, he's looking for it in his pocket. He can't find it. All of a sudden, something slides down his pocket, falls out of his leg, and starts fucking vibrating. He stole a dildo, like a neon green dildo, and it was just vibrating in the hallway of the mall, and everybody's walking by like, what the hell? Imagine a dildo just falling out of some guy's pocket onto the ground in a mall. It burned my memory. I can still hear the vibrations at night when I close my eyes. So how's that? Is that a good life story for you? Who would you kill if you could kill any actor, actress, or director? And can I have a shout out? That comes from Adam Blu-ray Madman. Well, Adam, I don't know. I guess legally, like, we have The Purge. By the way, I'm going to see The Purge tonight, and I watched VHS 2 last night. I'm going to have 2 movie reviews on the Flickpick channel. I'm going to do them both tonight, back to back, and then upload them, like, tomorrow. Make sure to check them out. I would probably kill... I don't know. I truly don't hate any one actress enough to kill, I guess, right now. If I could torture, like, Paris Hilton for a little bit, maybe. Do you like Matt Damon? Fucking love Matt Damon. Do you watch 24? Nah, I don't. Eyes are watering. I'm so tired, but I had to watch this video. Have you seen Stephen King's Christine, and your thoughts? If not, watch it. I've seen Christine. It has a kid who is from The Graduate in it. Is that right? Did I just mention the right Rodney Dangerfield movie? They say that when you're tired, the first thing that you lose is your memory. So we're attempting to let me plug you in here. Got to plug you in. Power's going a little bit low, and boom, you're juiced up, ready to go. Yeah, I have seen Christine. Good movie, but the thing about it is I'm not scared of a car. Like, it's a good concept, but then you really think about it, you're like, it's a fucking car, man. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't really scare me. It's like there's places I can go to get away from that thing. It's like, give that thing a flat tire, problem solved. Then it reinflates magically, though. Have you ever watched Dexter? Never have. I do want to. Options on Xbox One ? We've talked about this in my live Q&A, which, by the way, I guess I can just keep updating you with all the updates I wanted to throughout this because they're all based on questions. I did get a memory card, and a memory card. A capture card! Holy shit! I can't remember anything today. I got a capture card, just ordered one on Amazon last night. So what I'm going to do for the next YouTube live stream thing is I figured out another way to do it a little bit better. I'm going to attempt to actually use my good camera to do the live event. That way it's... Because I hate the way that looks on there. Like, I don't know why they downgrade the resolution so much. So we're going to do more of those. And somebody asked me if I was going to stop doing these pre-recorded Q&As because I was going to do the live streaming Q&As. Absolutely not. We will do both, probably once a week, maybe once every week and a half, but I'll keep doing both of them. I enjoy both of them. So Xbox One options. Okay, so we talked about this last night, but basically, they're making this thing the most unconsumer-friendly thing ever. They're stealing your consumer rights, and what they're doing is the whole thing is they're making all these defenses on their Xbox where it checks itself on the internet without the internet connection once an hour, which it will self-check like Skynet from Terminator. It'll shut off. You can't do anything on the system, which is stupid. It's like, why can't you watch a movie? I understand maybe not playing a game, but why can't I watch a movie or search, browse the internet or use the Skype option on it? Which is ridiculous. And the other thing is you have to really think about them combating piracy. I mean, think about this. Okay, if you have 100% of a consumer base that all buy Xbox 360s or they're going to buy the Xbox One, right? And 5% of those people are people who rip games, cheat the system and play the games, whatever, okay? And you're losing a profit margin minus 5% out of your 100% consumer base. you just have to chalk up your losses because you're still making a great profit. Now, what you're doing now is instead of rewarding those good consumers, now you're punishing all the consumers who are actually, the 95% of them who are paying for your product by putting all these defenses up there and taking away the freedoms that they have with something that they actually purchased. And what you're going to do by doing all that is you're going to make that margin of people who are willing to pay for your product cut right in half. Probably lower than that with the Xbox One. So really, your losses in the long run are going to be higher than the ever were with people stealing your shit. That's my business etiquette on the situation. I'll never buy one. Plus the thing is, when you buy a product, you should have the right to resell that product. You should have the option to resell that product. With the Xbox One, you can never do that. You buy a game, guess what? All the new games for the platform, you can never resell them. I mean, sure, they have this weird, stupid option where you have to go through all this red tape to do it, and you can also sell it one time to a friend who can never sell it after that if he's on your friends list for 30 days. I'm sorry, if I go to sell the fucking Xbox One on eBay, I'm pretty sure that guy's not going to be on my friends list for the last 30 days. So it's ridiculous. I just don't know what they're thinking. What do you think happens in the final Breaking Bad episode? I don't know, but that's one question I can't wait to know. Like, watching that season, watching the last episode of that show, I'm just going to be perked up, ready to go. I'm like, come on, Walt, do it, Walt. And then you got Walt Jr. over there in the background. I want pancakes. Maybe that's how it ends. I don't know. What do you think of Goldfinger from 1964? Original 007 movies, man. Well, the Goldfinger was the one before Connery, wasn't it? Yeah, so my history on 007 movies is a little fuzzy. I have a friend who knows everything about them. Or was that the fucking Connery one? I don't know. I remember seeing all the movies at least once, and honestly, they all started to blend together. Your question was flagged for spam because you asked 17 of them. Let's see. I'm randomly picking one of yours that were flagged for spam here. Johnny Boy, never seen Pulp Fiction. Would you recommend it? Come on now. Yes. Let's see what this one. Can I have your autograph? You know, Toby Cherner, the guy on YouTube, charges $10 for autograph posters. I don't think I could give mine away for free. I'd have to mail it to you. I mean, let me figure out a P.O. box system one of these days. Because I want to do videos where, if you guys want to, you can send me some random shit. Like, just don't send me locks to your hair. You know what I mean? Hey, John, what's your opinion on Point Break remake? I love the movie. I'm down for it. I'm not saying it's going to be good, but I would just love to see another bank robbery movie. Hey, John. Oh, shit. Just answered that. John, what are your top 3 favorite movie villains? Right now, we'll go with Bane, Darth Vader, and Hannibal Lecter. Hello, John Pick. Who is your favorite character on Game... Don't watch Game of Thrones. I need to, though. Have you ever watched an Australian-made movie? Mad Max? What's your favorite porn? You know, different times call for different themes. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I remember way back in the day, like I'm going back to high school, like one that always, me and my friends always made fun of it. Like we just, every time we seen each other in the hallways at school, we'd go because that's the sound the chick was making when she was, I forget what it was called. I think it was called like cock gaggers or something. Have you watched Modern Family? If so, what do you think of it? Never watched it. Hey John, you wear a lot of movie comic book shirts. How many do you have and which one is your favorite? I'm a fan of the Batman shirts. But I have this, I just got this new Breaking Bad shirt, and it's really cool. It's like an 8-bit graphic style thing. I think all the shirts I own are graphic tee / comic book movie shirts, to be honest with you. And I think I need an upgrade, but to be honest with you, I don't do anything in life but other than go to the gym and make YouTube videos. So, I mean, I don't really need nice clothes. Back in, Yeah, that was something like, as soon as I hit like 23, I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I just started wearing track pants and t-shirts every day. Will you see The Purge? Seeing The Purge tonight. I'm actually going to go see it at 8 o'clock. Right now it's 11:12 a.m. So I got to go to sleep right after this video. Have you met Chris Stuckman's fiance? Yeah, I have met her one time. Name a movie score that gets you giddy with excitement. Mine is the Bane theme for The Dark Knight Rises. Just epic. I agree, man. When you listen to that theme and you're like in the gym and you're fucking pumping, it makes you stronger. You almost want to take the barbell and break it over your fucking knee, but then it just doesn't break, so you shatter your kneecap and you lay there in agony. Have you seen... You have no job in your own house. Either you live cheap, in a cheap state where nothing costs anything, and I believe you said you live in the Midwest. Right now I don't have my job. I have the option to take the summer off pretty much. I've always had a job. Ever since I was 16, I had a job. This is the first time I've ever had an extended period of time where I didn't have to work. And I will go back to work probably in like, I'm thinking at the end of summer. But right now, you know, I just feel like I needed to take the opportunity. Here's my whole theory on life. Let me break down life for you. You can go work 40 hours a week. That's fine. But if I can work 20 hours a week and make enough money plus just a little bit to get by, that's probably what I'm going to do. Because to me, time is the most the most valuable thing in life to me. I'd rather spend my time here doing what I want rather than at work collecting money that I guess I enjoy my own time, and anything I can do to focus on that's what I enjoy. That's the goal in life, isn't it, anyway? When you get rich, what are you going to do? You just want to sit around and do nothing. You can do that in a smart way, you know? I've worked 50-hour-a-week jobs. Fuck that. What do you think about James Franco? Did you see the Don John trailer? I did. James Franco, he's okay. I don't mind him. Did you ever see 25th Hour starring Edward Norton? I have seen it. Good movie. Hey John, what are your favorite childhood shows? I always used to watch Doug. Banging on a trash can, drumming on a street light. You guys know that song? Okay. I'm glad I bought a brand new Aladdin DVD for so cheap. Well, congratulations, man. It's a good movie. One of my favorite Disney animated movies. God, just thinking about that movie right now, I just want to go on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world for you and me. That's my singing voice. Talk about Inception, and seriously, do you always get off topic? Talk about Inception. Phenomenal movie. I like it. When you really, there's a lot of, after the years of watching it and you watch it over and over, you realize all the little things that are like, oh, okay, it's not as complicated as they made it out to be, but a lot of it's just like very, the plot is not that strong in that movie, but it's a phenomenal movie. I love it. Leonardo DiCaprio, one of my favorite actors working, yeah, that's all I have to say about Inception right now. Boom, and I like the sound. John, read this. This quote, okay, I read it already. Hey Johnny, Dick Flick. Besides any Batman movies, what's your favorite Blu-ray in your collection? I've answered that 8,000 times. Hey Johnny Flickerbean, all your videos are great. If you were Batman, who would be your Robin? I don't know, probably like Shia LaBeouf or something. Just like I want a little fidgety kid screaming all the time. Batman! And I come running over. Okay, I'm kind of passing by some. I've answered a lot of these questions over and over, and plus we answered a lot of them just on the live stream the other night. Good morning, John. Hope you're doing well. What do you think about Jurassic Park on Blu-ray? It's okay, not as great looking as I think it could have been. What's your favorite John Carpenter movie? We'll go with the first Halloween movie. Hey John, what are your thoughts on Quicksilver in the next Avengers movie? Well, you have Aaron Johnson from Kick-Ass who's going to play Quicksilver in Avengers 2. And then you have the one kid who was also in Kick-Ass, and he was also in Never Back Down, who's going to play Quicksilver in X-Men Days of... Is it Days of Future Past? Yeah. I don't know much about the character, but I'm curious. I know it's Magneto's son. And he has daddy issues. Hey, Mr. Flickinger, I like that. Can you speak in another language besides English? I can speak Walt Jr. I want pancakes! That's all I got. I actually failed Spanish class. Well, let's see. Verde, Rojo, Amarillo, Blanco. I can say, were those even colors in Spanish? Do a house tour, please. Actually, I did a quick house tour on this channel. If you search in the videos, it'll say like Home Alone tour. Check it out. Hey, Johnny Microphone, would you rather have Morgan Freeman give a speech at your funeral or your wedding? Well, John always knew she was never the right one, but he didn't anyway. And then at my funeral, this guy was an asshole. Come on, Andy Dufresne. And he, where am I going with this? I think probably my funeral. I think he could really sum up my life the way it should have been. You know what I mean? John Flickinger made YouTube videos. The end. Hey, Johnny F. What do you think of the remake of Poseidon? Yeah, like, that movie flopped kind of, didn't it? It had what? It had fucking, it had Johnny Drama from, Entourage in it. Like, come on now. Let's see. I've answered these. Alright. If you were the star of your own Back to the Future movie, what time would you travel to and what family members would you like to see young? I'd like to see my dad. I'd like to see him like when he was like probably like 20 years old. That'd be interesting. And then I'd like to see like my great grandparents, but back in like their 20s, and just to know what they were like, you know, just like to hang out with them. I'd like to see what the hell they were doing with their lives. Hey John, what do you think of Terrence Stamp's role as General Zod in Superman 1 and 2? I just remember, well, I don't remember a lot about it. I had Superman, the first movie out on the Richard Donner cut on Blu-ray. I was going to go back and watch it because the Superman movies are just movies I haven't watched in a long time, and every time they're on TV, I just kind of skim past them. Hey John, water bottle drinking bat mask wearing Flickster, do you think the next Disney-made batch of Star Wars movies should be about Han and Leia's children growing up as the next Jedis? I really do think it should go into the future, and I mean, I don't mind if it's Luke's son. That's fine. Continue it on. Continue the saga. I mean, that makes sense to me. I just want to see the half robotic Darth Maul sometime. John, do you think people are slaves? For the most part, Well, I think that corporate America and government would like you to be a slave. Kind of by definition slave. They still want you to work. They still want you to have a little bit of freedom so you can enjoy life, but you can go out and spend your hard-earned money on consumer products that you don't need and don't want. That way you can keep feeding the machine known as the corporate conglomerates of America, which are basically controlling the government in the first place. Yeah, in a way we are, in a way we're not. But you know what? As long as I can sit here in my Batman shirt in my own house, which the government could seize anytime they want, I'm happy. I guess it's as good. Where else am I going to go? I mean, I would like to go to Canada, to be honest with you. But I'll take what I can get. Hey, John, what do you think of the Pacific Rim movie that's coming out in July? It looks pretty good. It looks good. I've heard good things. I've heard some from a few people who've seen the movie already that there's some pretty intense stuff going on. Plus, it looks like an old classic monster movie, so I'm down for that. John, who would win in a fight, Vin Diesel or Mark Wahlberg? Probably Mark Wahlberg. That guy grew up in the streets of Boston, and plus he looks like a violent guy just waiting to lash out. Hey, Kanban John Master. I love the nicknames. If they remade Big, who would you want to see play Josh? Who would direct? To play, I can't really see anybody topping Tom Hanks, really. The one thing I didn't like that he did is when he was kind of portraying a kid in a man's body, which is what I am, he almost overdid it a little bit because the younger version of Josh and the older version of Josh, played by Tom Hanks, didn't really mesh up well with personality traits. The younger version seemed a little bit more subtle, a little bit more kept, and the older version seemed like a big kid. And I never liked that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Bradley Cooper could pull it off. But I feel like if they ever did make the movie again, they'd probably have like, what the hell, like Zach Galifianakis or something play the role. How's the relationship with your girlfriend going? It's going okay, same as it's been going for like the last 9 years. Do you ever sleep? Well, we're going on 26 hours now without it. And I got a few of these that are empty to show for it. I just had too much to do today. You know, I went to the gym. I had to watch a few movies. I had to do some things on the internet, and I'm actually getting blurry-eyed here. Okay. Hey, John, love all your videos. So 310 to Yuma or Django Unchained? Oh, Django Unchained all the way, man. Have you ever played any Mass Effect games? No, I haven't. What are your thoughts on The Big Lebowski? Absolutely love it. Hey, man, well, the rug really tied the room together. Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework? Which superhero would you be if you could be one? Well, you said superhero, so we'll count Batman out just for whatever, just because that's the obvious choice. Superman would be the one that you'd really want to be just because you can do fucking everything, but I think there's cooler superheroes out there. I guess it would be pretty fucking sweet to be Wolverine, wouldn't it? Just like, but then again, like the only thing what am I gonna do? Oh, I got a paper cut, it's healed instantly. I don't know. Silver Surfer, there you fucking go, man. That's one. I can cruise the galaxies on a silver surfboard, count me in. What do you think is a better movie, Alien or Aliens? Very different vibes going on from both those movies. Really, one's a suspense movie, and the other one's kind of turns into a little bit of an action movie. I like Cameron. I'm gonna go with Aliens. I think that just was more what I wanted. How many times have you been late? No offense, just having fun. Hey, we're all having fun. Does that sound creepy? Why did I say it in a deep voice like that? We're gonna answer just a few. Shit, we've been talking 33 minutes here. Honestly, a lot. Like I said, I've had the same girlfriend pretty much for the last 9 years. And before that, well, there was a few breaks in between where I adventured out. A lot, you know, a fair amount, to be honest with you. Do you even lift? By the way, do you even lift? Have you guys ever watched that video, that prank video with Vitaly, this Russian guy who goes around? It's fucking awesome. That guy's awesome. By the way, that same guy, Vitaly, was actually in a porno he was on one of the Bing Bus episodes. I was reading through his comments, and somebody mentioned, I was like, oh my god, and he was. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just forget it. Do you think horror movies are relevant? Yeah, why not? You know, there's nothing I love more than a good horror film. You know, I think here's the thing about that genre of films. They're the cheapest movies to make, and they can profit the most for what the budget that they have on them. And that's why you see so many B-rate horror films coming out all the time. But I love them. I love a quality, scary movie. There's nothing like it. Nothing that gives you goosebumps. I like getting goosebumps. I like being scared. Jason Crooms wants to know where Tiny Todd is. He's sitting actually somewhere back there, but I have him in a cage. John, what are your opinions on the Paranormal Activity series? Never watched any of them. Never will watch any of them. What did you feel like after you graduated high school? And what was your favorite memory of high school? So many memories of high school. Honestly, I'm not quite sure which one stands out. My favorite memories were always like ditching school or leaving school or like something like that. There was nothing better than just cruising around, man, when you were young and you had your whole life ahead of you and you're with your friends and you pull over in a parking lot and then you start pushing each other in shopping carts into bushes. Those were the days when you could just be entertained by nothing. And when I graduated high school, I really felt like a relief. You know, I hated high school. Just getting everything done, constant deadlines. I hate deadlines. I truly hate deadlines. And I hated tests. And when I graduated, I was like, fuck yes, we're done. We're out of here, man. Let's get out of here. And then I went to college where I had to go full-time for the next 2 years. So, but you know what? That was easier. Like, it seemed like you could, in college compared to high school, it really does feel more laid back in every sense. John, please trim these down. Way too long. I know this one's actually really fucking long. I'm sorry. Okay, so I guess that wasn't a question, more of a comment, but I have to make them. I try to answer as many questions as I can, and I try to give you good answers. I hate Q&As where people go in there, what's your favorite this? And just spurts out one little verb. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Ask all your questions down below. We'll answer them next week in an all-new Q&A. And I'm going to go to sleep right now. But also, we will have an all-new live stream next week, which, by the way, I mentioned those on Facebook and Twitter. So if you guys haven't already, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Links are down below. And also, I post other random weird shit. If you guys are already there, you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys on my other channel, The Flick Pick, in another day with some new movie reviews.